Robbin, thank you for joining me. This is a created franchise on MLB, the show 20. The name of the team is BRONX Knights. They are in the American League West Division, as you can see from the standings. The American League, the BRONX Knights are 33-19, which is good for first place in the American League West. The Seattle Mariners are 3.5 games behind. So let's get this show on the road. This is the third game of a 3-game set against Minnesota, at Minnesota. They split the first 2 games, so this is the third game, the rubber match. Play game. Okay. Play full game. The away team at Target Field. Okay, let's... Welcome to Major League Baseball as the BRONX Knights visit the Minnesota Twins here at Target Field in Minnesota. On the mound for the Twins is Mitch Keller, making his 11th start of the season. His record is 3-2 with a 3.91 earned run average. And facing him at the plate to lead off the game is Max Lukelich, playing left field for the BRONX Knights and hitting .351 with 2 homers and 13 runs batted in. And hits the outside corner for strike 1. The Twins are 10 games over 500, 31-21, which is good for second place in the American League Central.
First pitch,
count is 0-1. And he pulls it foul. Quickly the count falls to no balls and 2 strikes. Did he check it? Yes, he did. So it's ball 1. Count is 1-2. It's a line drive, but caught by the shortstop, Kaboom. Carter Kaboom for the first out. Starting lineup for the BRONX Knights, it's Max Lukelich leading off, Don Mattingly at first, Jacob Salazar, shortstop, Michael O'Rourke patrolling center, Matt Saps is today's designated hitter. In right field is Benny LoCicero, Matt Termini is at third base, Francisco Lindor plays second, and behind the plate and batting ninth is the catcher, Anthony Millo. Don Mattingly steps up and takes strike 1. He's hitting .303 on the season. And the pitch is outside for ball 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strikes. Outside corner, strike 2. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dave Lawrence is the home plate umpire. Don't know if that's a real person or not. Don't really care. And it's a lazy fly ball to center field. Duke Schneider's there. He makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Batting third.
Up third is Jacob Salazar hitting .342 with 5 homers, 29 runs batted in here in late May. And he takes outside, ball one. He's a little late on the breaking ball. The count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. And he pulls it into right field for a base hit. So with 2 outs, for some unknown reason, he tried to stretch it to the double and gets himself thrown out at second base. So half an inning goes by. It's the Bronx Knights, no score. Bronx Knights, nothing. Minnesota coming to bat. On the mound for the Bronx Knights is Telly Argios. He's making his 5th start of the season. He's 1-2 with a 7.20 earning run average. He started the season out of the bullpen, and now they're trying to remold him into a starter. Leading off for the Twins is Richie Ashburn, hitting 300 with 2 homers and 28 runs batted in. And it's a hard ground ball to Francisco Lindor at second. Throws over the first, 1 pitch, 1 out. Starting lineup for the Twins, Richie Ashburn led off. Ken Griffey Sr. is in right field. Duke Schneider is in center. Orlando Cepeda is at first. Ryan Braun is in left. Ryan McMahon is at third base. Carter Kaboom is at short. Jake Rogers is the catcher. And Rugned Odor is batting ninth and at second base. So here is Ken Griffey Sr., who, if I'm not mistaken, played for the Cincinnati Reds when he was a player. I know more about Ken Griffey Jr. than Ken Griffey Sr. So the count is 0-1. Pitch is low. Count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. Hard line drive, curves foul into the seats. 4 strike 2. And it is high and deep, but foul. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Low, ball 2, count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ken Griffey Sr. Fouls it back to the screen. Count remains 2-2. I know that Ken Griffey Sr. was a really good hitter, but he didn't have the power that his son had. So fouls off the split finger fastball. And he flares it out the other way, but Max Lukulich is there. He makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Duke Schneider, the Brooklyn Dodgers answer to Mickey Mantle in the 1950s. He's hitting .320 with 7 home runs. He played center field for the Brooklyn Dodgers before the Dodgers moved to Los Angeles, and takes a call at strike 1. He's hitting .320 on the season. Hall of Fame player. You can always tell a Hall of Fame old-timer by the fact that they don't wear batting gloves. Swings and misses at the second pitch, and quickly the count is no balls and 2 strikes. You notice the old-timers never wore batting gloves, so even if you weren't sure what era they played in, if they're not wearing batting gloves, chances are. Pitch just on the outside, just outside the strike zone. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh. And he fouls off the pitch. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. So this is this 3rd game in a 3-game set against the Minnesota Twins. They split the first 2. The Bronx Knights lost the first game 3-2. Won the second one 10-6. So we are in the rubber match of the series. Line drive to the second baseman, Francisco Lindor, who makes the catch to retire the side. After 1 inning complete, no score here in Minnesota. Leading off the top of the second is Michael O'Rourke hitting .342 with 12 homers, 35 runs batted in.
Mike O'Rourke.
Fastball's just off the plate for ball one. Ball two. And he nubs it foul. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. And he skies it to medium center field. Schneider is there. Settles under it and makes the catch for the first out. The defense for the Twins from left to right in the outfield is Braun, Schneider, and Ken Griffey Sr. And in the infield, third base is McMahon, Kaboom, Odor, and Orlando Cepeda at first, with Jake Rogers behind the plate. Next up for the Bronx Knights, designated hitter is Matthew Saps hitting .255. He's way out in front of the change of speed for strike one. He has 9 homers, 29 runs batted in. Count is 0-1. And it's in there for strike 2. Count is no balls, 2 strikes. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count remains 0-2. Dials it back to the screen. Count is 0-2. Outside, ball 1. Checks his swing. Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, yeah, he swung. He swung. He struck out. Second out of the inning. Next up is Benny LoCicero, the right fielder, hitting .301 with 12 homers and 54 runs batted in, which is high for the team. And he grounds it foul for strike 1. Benny started the season as the number 8 hitter, and then he was just driving runs in left and right. It's time to move him up the lineup. Takes the next pitch low. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. 54 RBIs leads the team. And that's strike 2. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two and two. It's a hard ground ball, base hit through the right side. And with 2 outs here in the top of the second, the Knights have a base runner.
That is Saps, the third baseman. Number 79.
Oh, no replay, okay. Matt Termini, the third baseman, is up. He's hitting .256 with 4 homers and 24 runs batted in. Faces Mitch Keller. Quick throw over to first. LoCicero's back in. Checks his swing. He did not go. It's ball 1. I don't know why it says like this. 24 runs batted in. His tops on the team. Doesn't make any sense. Curveball is outside. Ball 2. 2-0. We just had LoCicero up with 54 RBIs for first on the team. I hate it when it makes mistakes like that. Inside. Ball 3. 3-0. Will he have the green light? No, he will not. I'm not swinging. Put the controller down at 3-0. Just on the inside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. In the top of the second, LoCicero leads off first. And it's a line drive to center, but right there is Duke Schneider, who makes the catch to retire the side. So after an inning and a half of play, it's still no score. Bottom of the second. First baseman Orlando Cepeda hitting .288 with 14 homers and 36 runs batted in. Steps up to the plate. I think Orlando Cepeda actually played for the Minnesota Twins in his real-life career. Fouls off the first pitch for strike one. I think Orlando Cepeda was an actual Hall of Famer. I'm not really familiar with his career. In there for strike two. Count as no balls, 2 strikes. And he fouls off the curveball for strike one. I'm sorry, check that. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Just gets a piece of the splitter to stay alive. Fouls off the change of speed. Count is still 0-2. Jams him with the 2-seamer, fouls it back. Oh, he hits it high and deep. O'Rourke goes back to the track. It's off the wall. And it's a stand-up double to lead off the bottom of the second for Orlando Cepeda, his 15th double of the season. 6 inches from being a homer. And I guess O'Rourke slipped or something. I'm not really sure what happened to him in center. Anyway, with no outs and a runner in scoring position, Ryan Braun steps to the plate. He's hitting .328 with 6 homers and 28 runs batted in. And whatever that thing is getting the fans excited. And his line drive, but foul for strike number 1. Two-seamer outside, count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss out in front of the split finger fastball, count is 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Ryan Braun is set down for the first strikeout of the game for Telly. High and tight, just got him. So next up is Ryan McMahon hitting .353 with a homer and 10 runs batted in. Part-time player for the Twins. And he hits the line drive in the gap, and it does 1 bounce to the fence. It's an RBI double for Ryan McMahon. And the Minnesota Twins take an early 1-0 lead, his 5th double of the season. Ooh, good boy. No chance for Luke. So next up is Carter Kieboom hitting .266 with 3 homers and 30 runs batted in. He has a runner in scoring position. He takes strike 1. It means count is no balls, 1 strike. And he pulls it deep, but foul. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. He's hot in his last 3 games. He's 5 for his last 10. Splitter is low. Count is 1-2. Swing and a miss at the split finger. And there are 2 outs. Jake Rogers hitting .172 with a homer and 7 RBIs is the backup catcher for the Twins. He's in there giving Mike Piazza a day off. He fouls off the first pitch. Strike 1. Just off the plate inside. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, the split finger. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he grounds it to Mattingly, who flips it to Telly, covering first to retire the side. So they do get a run on the RBI double. And at the end of 2 innings of play, it's Minnesota 1, Knights nothing. Minnesota 1, Bronx nothing. Yeah, those guys aren't calling the game. I am. So Francisco Lindor steps up. He's hitting 342 in part-time play. And he fouls off the first pitch, 95 on the radar gun for strike 1. Here in the top of the 3rd. Minnesota leads 1-0. And he pulls the change of speed foul. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Francisco Lindor, who's a backup player, playing in place of the starter, which is... Did he check his swing, did he? Yes, he did. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Playing in place of Chris Ramos, who's the starter at second base. Oh, he called the 3rd strike. First out of the inning for Mitch Keller.
The catcher, number 43.
I'm not sure. That pitch looked high and tight to me, but it doesn't matter what I think. Anthony Miller, the catcher, is hitting 222 with a homer and 16 runs batted in. Steps up to the plate. Takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And he swings at the pitch, which is high and tight. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside, ball 2, 2-1.
Ball 3.
Ball 3, count is 3 balls, 1 strike. Luke Litch is on deck. And he hits a hard line drive deep to center. Back to the wall of the track. He hit it 400 feet, but into the glove of Duke Schneider for the 2nd out. Gave it a ride.
Number 39.
So the lineup turns over. Max Lukelich gets his 2nd plate appearance. He's 0 for 1. He lined out in the 1st inning. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Modest 6-game hitting streak on the line. Line drive, base hit up the middle, and that's his 7th game in a row. As with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd, Lukelich is at first. He has a lot of speed, so he also has 11 stolen bases on the season, so I'm sure he'll be trying to get himself in scoring position for Mattingly, who was 0 for 1 as well. He was 0 for 1. Inside, ball 1 on Mattingly. Sliders in there for strike 1. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Don Mattingly played for the New York Yankees in his career, his real life career. He was all-star first baseman in the late 80s, early 90s. Pitch out, but nothing doing. Lukelich was not going. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Quick throw over there to keep him close. So Don Mattingly was on track for a Hall of Fame career, but then he had a back injury in the early 90s, which derailed it. Outside, ball 3, count is 3 balls, 1 strike, here with 2 outs. Hitters count. Again, quick throw over to first. Lukelich is back. Mitch Keller deals. And he hits it off the end of the bat, deep but playable. He makes the catch, Ken Griffey Sr., that is, to retire the side. So, 2.5 innings complete. The Minnesota Twins have a 1-run lead. Bottom of the third. Heidi Watney, we can't hear her, so we'll just press the button and move on. So, Odor is hitting .305 with 10 homers from the number 9 spot. And he fouls off the first pitch for strike one. He has a 7-game hitting streak. It is high and deep, but LoCicero at the track and right makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 1.
Richie Ashburn, the leadoff man, gets his second plate appearance. He grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1. And he takes a two-seamer at the knees for strike one. Strike two. Just gets a piece of the splitter to stay alive. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Flares it the other way to stay alive. Again, Richie Ashburn is a player that I do not remember at all. I don't remind. You think I know a little bit of baseball, and I don't know his name at all. And he hits it high and deep, and it is off the wall. It's going to be a stand-up double for Richie Ashburn. With 1 out, he's 21st double of the season. My goodness. And Ken Griffey Sr. has a runner in scoring position with 1 out in the third. And it's a line drive for Griffey up the middle. He's throwing. The play at the plate is not in time. The Twins, on the RBI single by Ken Griffey Sr., have a 2-0 lead. Ugh.
The batter, the center fielder, Duke Snider.
Damn. Like father, like son. Next up is Duke Snider. Duke Snider lined out in the first. He's 0 for 1. He's going. He stole it on the pitcher. Went on the first pitch. Griffey Sr. has himself a stolen base. He was already halfway to second base by the time he released the ball. No chance for Milo to throw him out. Count is 0-1. He's going for third. He stole both. He stole 2 bases. He put himself. Now they can score the run, the third run of the game, without the benefit of a base hit. Deep fly ball gets him in. Now that was some good base running. So the count is 1-1. And it's a ground ball, and he does score. On an RBI ground out by Duke Snider, the score is now 3-0 Minnesota. Basically on the legs of Ken Griffey Sr. That was his Ricky Henderson impression, apparently. Oh, I got some work to do. Got to get my hitting shoes on. I don't want to lose this series. Orlando Cepeda steps in for his second plate appearance. He has a double and a run scored. He's 1 for 1. Bases are empty with 2 outs. And he fouls off the 2-seamer for strike 1. Swinging and a miss at the curveball, strike 2. And he hits a fly ball towards the center right field gap, but O'Rourke is there. In front of the track, he makes the catch to retire the side. So after 3 innings of baseball, the Minnesota Twins are beating the Bronx Knights 3-0. Ooh, I gotta get my hitting shoes on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So Jacob Salazar is up. He has a single in the first. He's 1 for 1. Against Mitch Keller, pitching there in the top of the 4th. He pulls the slider foul for strike 1. Salazar is hot in his last few games. Outside corner. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. And he jams him and hits a lazy fly ball to senior in right field, who makes the catch for the first out of the fourth.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Next up is Michael O'Rourke, the center fielder, who flew out in the second. He's 0 for 1. Steps in there with 1 out here in the top of the fourth. And he hits it towards the left center field gap. And it's in there and will roll all the way to the fence. It is a stand-up double for Michael O'Rourke here with 1 out in the fourth inning.
Now batting, number 31.
Matthew Saps is struck out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. He has a runner in scoring position. Checks his swing. No, he doesn't. He does not check his swing. It's a called first strike. Count is 0-1 on Saps. Pitch is outside. Counts even, 1 ball, 1 strike. It's in there for strike 2. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. O'Rourke leads off second. There's 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Did he check the swing? Yes, he did. The count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's in there. Called strike 3. He doesn't believe it. Mitch Keller's third strikeout, and there are 2 outs here in the fourth. Benny LoCicero had a single in the second. He's 1 for 1. Steps in there against the righty Keller. And he pulls it hard but foul. Strike 1. He's hitting over 400 of runners in scoring position. Inside, ball 1. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. Outside, ball 2. Count is 2-1. That was his 60th pitch. 3 2/3 innings. A high pitch count. But he has the shutout. And it's a hard ground ball to the second baseman, Odor, who throws to first to retire the side. So, midway through the fourth, it's Minnesota 3, Bronx nothing. Again, we have no microphone. She needs to change the battery on the microphone, or we're not going to be able to hear what she says. So, Ryan Braun steps up. He's 0 for 1 in the game. It is the bottom of the fourth. Twins lead 3-0. Hard ground ball to Francisco Lindor at second. Throws over to first for the first out.
The third baseman,
Ryan McMahon, who has an RBI double in the game. He's 1 for 1. Steps up for a second plate appearance. And he pulls the 2-seamer foul for strike 1. Modest 6-game hitting streak. And it gets through the shift, up the middle, for a single. It's now 2 for 2.
Now batting, number 21.
A part-time player who will start to get some playing time if he continues to hit like this. So, Carter Kieboom struck out in the second. He's 0 for 1. He has a runner at first. And the 2-seamer is at the knees for strike 1. And he hits a hard, deep drive towards the gap in center, and it's 1 hop to the wall. He'll make the turn at third. It will be an RBI double for Kieboom. And the Minnesota Twins now have a 4-0 lead here in the fourth. That's his 14th double of the season. I have to think about getting a reliever up. because this is not working. Also, would be nice if I could actually hit the meter, but let's not put the blame on my shoulders. Jake Rogers, the catcher, grounded out in the second. He's 0 for 1, and we're going to go to the manager's office. Bullpen. Let's go Jesse Biddle. We're going to warm him up. Hard line drive towards the gap. It's a base hit. It is not cut off and rolls all the way to the wall. It's a RBI double for Jake Rogers, and the score is 5-0, Minnesota. Oh no, that's only Jake Rogers' second double of the season. He's a bench player, does not get a lot of at-bats, but they are torching Argios. Could not cut it off. So let's go to the manager's office and do a little bit of a mound visit, so I can give Biddle a chance to warm up. And then what we'll do is we'll go to the bullpen and we will take out we'll put Jesse Biddle in the game because 3 lefties in a row. Biddle is making his 19th appearance. His record is 2-1. He has 3 saves and 4 opportunities. His ERA is 2.75. He does not normally pitch in long relief, so I'll try to get like 2 innings out of him. And he pulls the first pitch foul for strike 1. Biddle is a current major leaguer for a team I have no idea, not even a clue. And he fouls off the curveball quickly. Odor is down, no balls, 2 strikes. There is a runner in scoring position at second base. A single would make it a 6-0 lead. And that's exactly what it's going to be as the ball goes past LoCicero and goes all the way to the wall. He's making the turn. The throw to the plate is not in time. It's an RBI double, 3 straight RBI doubles in a row for the Minnesota Twins to take a 6-0 lead. Oh boy, what a mess. That run will be charged to Telly's line. Richie Ashburn is up. He's 1 for 2. And it is a catch by LoCicero. Oh, and for some reason, that was a mental mistake by yours truly. The runner tagged up and went to third base. So with 2 outs here in the 4th, he's now 90 feet from home plate. His Ken Griffey Sr. is up. He has an RBI single and a run scored today. And it's a hard ground ball to Mattingly, but he takes it himself to finally, mercifully retire the side, but not before 3-run score on 3 straight RBI doubles. And at the end of 4 innings of play, it's Minnesota 6, Bronx nothing. Ugh. All right, come on. I don't give up. I don't give up. I don't scan forward. Let's do this. Matt Termini, third baseman, 0 for 1. He flied out in the 2nd inning. So far, Mitch Keller has pitched a gem. And on the first pitch, he skies it to left in front of the track. Ryan Braun makes the catch, 1 pitch, 1 out. So they're in desperate need of base runners, and he swings at the first pitch. Genius.
The second baseman,
Francisco Lindor, 0 for 1. And he swings at the second pitch, pops him up on the infield, on the outfield grass. Cepeda is there, makes the catch. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the 5th.
The batter, number 43.
2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Anthony Millo, 0 for 1, steps up to the plate. He takes the pitch off the plate for ball 1. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. Count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. Low ball 2, 2-1. Outside 3-1. Max Lukelich is on deck. And it's a hard line drive to center, but right at the center fielder Schneider, who makes the catch to retire the side. 6-run lead for the Minnesota Twins. They're cruising. bottom of the fifth. Duke Snider is up. He's 0 for 2. And the pitch is low, ball 1. Inside, ball 2. Feels like one of those games. Line drive, base hit through the right side of the hole. He throws to first, but obviously Snider has the speed to leg it out. And the Minnesota Twins lead off the 5th inning with a single. Orlando Cepeda has a double and a run scored. He's 1 for 2. Steps in. And the curveball is low for ball 1. Makes a quick throw over to first, just to keep him close. And it's a hard line drive down the right field line, and it curves into the corner foul. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Two-seamer is low, ball 2, 2 and 1. And LoCicero makes a long run and makes the catch for the first out of the 5th, the bottom of the 5th. Wasn't sure if either one of them were going to make it.
The left fielder, number 8,
Ryan Braun is 0 for 2. Steps up, he's struck out, he's grounded out. And the curveball is inside, ball 1. Just gets a piece of the slider. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Duke Snider leads off first. Swing and a miss out in front of the two-seamer. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he hits it high and deep the other way, but playable by LoCicero, who makes the catch for the second out of the inning. No advance in the base paths, as Snider stays at first. Oh, excuse me.
The third baseman, number 24.
Ryan McMahon is 2 for 2 today. Single, a double, an RBI. He faces off against Biddle. And the curveball is outside for ball 1. And it's a line drive, base hit to center field. McMahon is 3 for 3. So we have runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the replay. Hard ground ball, line drive up the middle. So next up is Carter Kaboom. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI double. And the two-seamer is low, ball 1. Inside, ball 2. Count as 2 balls and no strikes to Kaboom. I'm feeling this is the last inning for Biddle, no matter what happens. Inside corner with the curveball. Count as 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss at the fastball. 97 on the radar gun, and the count is 2 and 2. And he fights it the other way, but LoCicero is there to retire the side. So, 5 innings complete. It's an official ball game. 5 innings. And the Twins lead 6-0. Oof, what a game. I apologize. This is not much of a thing to watch unless you're a Twins fan. So, leadoff man Max Lukelich has his 3rd plate appearance. He's 1 for 2 with a single in the 3rd inning. Steps in there. Top of the 6th. And he flares it out to short center field. Kaboom makes the catch in the Bermuda Triangle out there in left field for the first out. Don Mattingly's up, hitting an even 300. His batting average has dropped in recent weeks to an even 300.
Ball 1.
Ball 1 is low.
Count 1-0.
Swing and a miss at the fastball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pops it up to center. It could drop in for a hit, but it doesn't, as Duke Schneider races in to make the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 3.
Mitch Keller is pitching a gem. He's pitching into the 6th inning, has not given up a run. Jacob Salazar is 1 for 2 with a single in the first. Down low, ball 1. And he jams him in on his hands to left. Ryan Braun is there. Makes the catch to retire the side. Top of the 6th is done. It's a 6-run lead for the Twins. Oh my God. Come on, guys. Let's get this going. So the catcher, Jake Rogers, is 1 for 2. He leads off the 6th. Okay, I'm going to have Biddle pitch, but I'm going to bullpen. I'm going to have Caleb Smith warm up and be ready to go in if things go wrong. Pours in a fastball for strike 1. Slider in there for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Two-seamer outside, ball 1. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 looking inside corner for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now back, second baseman, Rugned.
Too close to take. Rugned Odor has a RBI double in today's game. Swing and a miss at the first pitch for strike 1. He's hitting .307 on the season. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Counts quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. And he slices it the other way against the shift. And he gets in there and will run all the way to the wall. He's going to have a stand-up double here with 1 out here in the 6th inning. That's his second hit of the ball game. They obviously shifted over to the right side for him. And there's nobody over there for miles. So, Richie Ashburn is up. I think this is going to be his last batter. Well, maybe not. We'll see. Double, run scored, 1 for 3, Richie Ashburn. Let's see what happens. Grounds it to third, no advance on the base paths. Termini quickly throws over for the second out of the inning. Odor stays at second base. There are 2 outs. Ken Griffey Sr. has an RBI single. He's 1 for 3. Now this is the last batter no matter what happens. Curveball is outside for ball 1. Can you imagine what it must be like to be a Major League Baseball player? Have a long career. Strike 1, count as even 1 and 1. Great career of Ken Griffey. And then your son becomes a Major Leaguer and he's even better than you are. It's amazing. Talk about genetics. So the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he just fouls it off the end of the bat. Tough play for Francisco Lindor. He makes the play to retire the side. So, 6 innings complete. It's still a 6-run lead for Minnesota. Oof. All right, I'm going to definitely bring in the other pitcher, Caleb Smith. Before we do that, manager's office, bullpen. Caleb Smith, scheduled to put him in the game. So he's coming in for the 7th. Michael O'Rourke is up. He is 1 for 2. And he takes ball 1. It is the top of the 7th. The bullpen for the Twins is active. The 2 left-handers out there. I would love for them to replace Mitch Keller because he has been lights out. Ball 2. You never know. Good things happen late in games. So it's 2-0 count. Gotta be patient. Need base runners. And just as I say that, I swing it at the pitch, and it is off the wall. And it's a stand-up double for Michael O'Rourke as he leads off the top of the 7th with his second hit of the ball game, his 14th double of the season.
Number 31.
Let's see the replay. Way to go, Mike. 6-run lead, he doesn't care. He's like, I'm swinging. Next up is Matthew Saps. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He has a runner in scoring position. They need base runners. If you say that till I'm blue in the face, they still swing. And he drives it deep, but foul. It curves into the seats for strike one. O'Rourke leads off second. Checks the swing, pitches outside, count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. High, deep drive, but playable for Duke Snider. He makes the catch. No advance at second by O'Rourke, and there's 1 out here in the 7th.
The batter, number 38.
Benny LoCicero has a single in the 2nd inning. He's 1 for 2. He's 3 for 7 in this series, this 3-game set. Steps in against Mitch Keller. And he pulls it hard and through for a base hit. He makes the turn at third and comes to the plate. The throw to the plate is not in time. They've broken into, they've basically gotten rid of the shutout. It's an RBI single for Benny LoCicero. I believe that's his 55th RBI on the season, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. Oh, and good thing for the compiling stats. It's a 5-run game now. That'll be all. Mitch Keller. He has pitched well. You give him 1 run, responsible for the run at first base. In from relief is Alex Claudio, making his 21st appearance. His record is 3-1 with a 3.48 earned run average. He faces Matt Termini, who has flown out twice. He's 0 for 2. LoCicero leads off first. And the slider is low, ball 1. So 1 out in the 7th. Minnesota leads 6-1. Oh, he nubs it. Check swing foul. Over to second for 1. Not in time at first. It is a fielder's choice. Out recorded at second base on the check swing. And there are 2 outs here in the 7th. And Termini is at first. Francisco Lindor is 0 for 2. He steps up with 2 outs. And he pulls the change of speed foul for strike 1. Need a big hit here. Big hit will make a long way. Gotta get the dent. Come on, let's do this. And he skies it to medium center field. Duke Snider is there. Makes the catch to retire the side. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. So they get on the board. 1 run here on the RBI single by LoCicero. But Minnesota still leads by 5. 6-1. I want to change pitchers. Yes, I do. Caleb Smith makes his 14th appearance. His record is 1-0 with a 3.18 earned run average. And he faces Duke Snider, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI single.
The center fielder, Duke.
Hard ground ball to Termini at third. Fields fires, got him. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting.
Orlando Cepeda doubled, scored a run, is 1 for 3. Swing and misses at the slider inside for strike 1. Grounds it up the middle. Salazar is there. He throws across the diamond, gets him by a step for the 2nd out. Ryan Braun is 0 for 3 today. He's 4 for 12 in the series. Just gets a piece of the changeup. Strike one. Line drive to Lukic in left. He barely has to move to make the final out of the 7th. So 7 innings complete. Minnesota leads by 5. Let's go. I don't quit. I'm going to score 5 runs and tie this game. Let's go. All right. Anthony Millo is 0 for 2 today. He's 1 for 6 in the series. He steps up against Claudio. Alex Claudio. And he pulls it foul for strike one. Outside, ball one. And the sinker is fouled off. Strike two. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pulls it foul. Count remains 1 and 2.
Nope.
Sinker outside. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Millo. And it's low. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. Minnesota leads 6-1. And it's low. Ball 4. He walks the leadoff man here in the top of the 8th.
The bat, number 39.
That's a Cardinal sin. You don't walk guys with a 5-run lead. Max Lukic steps in. He's 1 for 3 with a single. He's a switch hitter, bats now from the right side against the lefty, Claudio. And fouls off the first pitch for strike one.
Nope.
Low, ball 1.
1-1.
Just gets a piece of the changeup. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes on Lukic. Grounds it weakly over to the second baseman, who goes for the force at second. It's a fielder's choice for the first out here in the 8th. Max Lukic is at first. Odor on the play. Don Mattingly is 0 for 3 today. Steps in. With 1 out in the 8th. And he pulls it foul for strike 1. And it's a line drive, base hit to center field. And it's first and second with 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Mattingly is 1 for 4.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Jacob Salazar is up. The Twins bullpen is active. He's 1 for 3. Swing and a miss at the sinker. 0-1. He's 6 for 12 in the series. He's the guy you want up right now. And he hits a ground ball to the shortstop. It's back to Silver to 1. Well, I butchered that call, but the bottom line is the inning is over, as it is a 6-4-3 double play to retire the 8th inning. And just like that, the threat is over. So, we're in the bottom of the 8th. Ryan McMahon, the star of the game, is 3 for 3. Comes off the bench. And he swings and misses at the first pitch from Caleb Smith for strike 1. Still a 6-1 lead for the Minnesota Twins. Swings to strike 2. Just off the plate. Smith wanted that call. Count is 1 and 2. And he pops it up. The only man on the infield and left side is Matt Termini, who makes the catch on the outfield grass for the first out. The shift was on. Everybody else was on the right side of the infield. Carter Kaboom has an RBI double today. A run scored. He's 1 for 3. Steps in against Smith. Grounds it hard to Mattingly, but he takes it himself over to the bag for the second out here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 quick outs. Jake Rogers, RBI double, 1 for 3. Takes a change up in there for strike 1. And he hits a deep drive to center. O'Rourke is not there, cannot make the catch. It's 1 hop off the wall. So with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th, it's going to be a stand-up double for Jake Rogers, his 3rd of the season, 2nd of the game. It just took off. I thought he might have a chance to make the catch. Maybe he took a bad angle or something, but... So, Rougned Odor has 2 doubles. He's 2 for 3. Takes slider in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss at the 2-seamer. 0-2. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Mr. Odor. The side is retired. So, it last licks for the Bronx Knights. They need 5 runs to tie. Can they do it? I don't think so, but I'm going to do the best I can to make it interesting. Let's see what happens. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Prince Park takes over pitching duties for the Twins. In 18 games, he has a 4-0 record. He happens to have 4 saves and 5 opportunities and a 4.35 earned run average. Michael O'Rourke, who's 2 for 3 today, leads off. He's 5 for 11 in the series. If things stay the way they are, the Bronx Knights will have lost 2 out of 3 at Target Field. And he fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Still, all in all, it's a good road trip for the Bronx Knights. But it is a line drive that is caught in left field by Ryan Braun for the first out here in the 9th.
Number 31.
Sometimes you can't steer the ball. You can just hit it hard. Matthew Saps is 0 for 3. There's 1 out here in the 9th. And he's behind the fastball and slices it foul into the stands for strike 1. Jams him. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And he hits it into the gap, and it's Gonzo, ladies and gentlemen. He hits his 10th home run of the season, and it's 6-2. It's a 4-run ball game. That one just took off and kept going. Good for you, Saps. Pad those numbers. Surprise home run. Just, man, first I thought it was gonna be 1 hop off the wall. Then I thought it was gonna hit the wall, and then it's over the wall. So, Benny LoCicero is up. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI single today.
Number 38.
And he skies it to shallow center. Snyder is there to make the catch, and they're down to their final out of the game. It's 6-2 Minnesota with 2 outs here in the bottom. Let's check at the top of the 9th. Matt Termini's up. He's 0 for 3 today. Hitless, 3 at-bats. And it's in there for strike 1. Outside ball 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss at the curveball. Strike 2. They're down to their final strike. Down and in. Oh, did it hit him? It hit him. So, one strike away from putting the game away. It hit him in the shoe. Yes, it did hit him in the top of the shoe. So there's a runner at first with 2 outs here in the ninth. Francisco Lindor is also hitless in 3 at-bats. Steps up with terminating at first. And he hits a hard ground ball, but right at the second base shortstop, who throws to the second baseman to retire the side. Ball game over. The Twins win 2 out of 3 here at Target Field. Oh, God, they lost 6-2. I could have done better, but if you were nice enough to actually watch this video, I do feel sorry for you. It was the wrong file to click because that was a terrible ending. Well, if you play 162 games of a Major League season, you're destined to lose a few games along the way, at least 60. If you win 100, you lose 60. So, you know, that was one of the losses. So let's do this the right way. Minnesota, 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Bronx Knights, 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher was Mitch Keller. The loser, Telly Argios. Player of the game was the starting pitcher, Mitch Keller, who pitched 6 1/3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 1 earned run, did not walk a batter, and he is the winner of the game. I am RC Robbin, and this has been brought to you by MLB The Show 20. This is a created franchise, Bronx Knights Baseball. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Next game, I promise I will do better. So you have yourself a great night.